and welcome in, folks, to our pregame interview presented by Recruitlings. My name's Andy Diedrich, and we're out here in Oak Park, Illinois. Classic CCHL matchup. It's the Fenwick Friars hosting the Benet Academy Redwings. Standing next to me for our pregame interview, head coach of the Fenwick Friars, Nick Fabrini. Coach, first off, back at home ice, how's it feel to be in here and get to play a rival like Benet?
Anytime you get to you play a storied program like Benet, it's a great opportunity. So playing here at home, we're hoping to have a great crowd tonight. Basketball's playing OPRF in the city, so we'll see if it might be a late arriving crowd tonight, but I think it'll be a pretty good one. We've been playing good hockey lately on the road and had some big wins over Thanksgiving weekend, so hoping to continue that momentum here tonight.
Yeah, with the state championship in football, it's a good time to be a Fenwick Friar, it seems like, huh?
It's always a great day to be a Friar, but yeah, especially now after a big win on Tuesday, absolutely.
Yeah, and as we get further on in the season, we're mid-December now, almost the turn of the year. What is really the identity of this team? I feel like with a lot of different teams you've had at Fenwick, they each kind of have a core principle they stick to. What's the identity of this Friar team in your locker room?
That's a good question. I think that's something we've been working towards establishing on a consistent basis. I think when we're playing at our best, we're playing fast and we're playing hard with physicality. So even as a smaller team and a younger team, that's something we strive to be tough to play against. So when we're doing that and adding that on top of our skill instead of just trying to play a skill game, we can be a pretty good team.
Lastly, you talk about a storied program that Benet is. Fenwick's much of the same. All that matters, though, is the 3 periods ahead of you here. What's it going to take to come out with a win over the Red Wings?
We're going to have to execute. They're going to play really hard. They're a well-coached team. We expect them to give us everything they got. Every time we play Benet, it's a meat grinder game. So it's going to be about executing and paying the price tonight. I think whoever makes less mistakes is going to win.
Coach Rubini, thanks for your time. We'll see you out in the ice in a little bit. We're going to do a little switcheroo of the coaches now.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Hopefully exchanging some pleasantries. I don't know. Figure there's not going to be coach fights going on, but we're not sure. Head coach of the Benet Redwings, Andrew Slee. Coach Slee, long time no see. Yep. How you feeling, man?
I'll be better in a few hours, hopefully. Yeah.
Yeah, so just kind of rewinding since our first time talking to you this season. Had over a dozen seniors on last year's team. Not all new team, but definitely a lot of new faces that contribute on this team. How difficult has it been kind of, changing the guard when it comes to that and really establishing who this Benet Red Wing team wants to be?
Yeah, the good thing about Benet, it's a program. It's a 4-year program, and it's not all about the seniors. It's about having your journey as a freshman all the way through being a senior, and we put in the same systems and the same things for our JV team throughout the varsity team. So the transition from new players coming into the program, that's not the problem for me. The problem this year has been, I don't know if I've ever had a year where we've had as many challenges in injuries and illnesses as we've had this year, and those guys coming up to speed and starting to get back to full strength.
Yeah, I guess some of that perseverance you're talking about, what does it say about this team where, even though it's a lot of different contributors from last year, the team that made it all the way to the state championship, what does that say about you, the coaching staff, but most importantly, the guys in the locker room?
I mean, it's really more about the guys in the locker room. They work hard. They work hard off ice. They're working hard to understand how to be better men as well as better hockey players, and we're getting there. We're making progress. We're not where we need to be yet, though.
That's fair enough. I mean, the road ahead is a challenging one. The CCHL, of course. Nick Fabrini called it a meat grinder, especially a rivalry game like Fenwick, though. What does it take to really come out with a big win against Fenwick and start the season 2-0 against your rival?
Yeah, it's really hard. I think in the last 3-4 years playing Fenwick, we're probably 500. They've probably won just as many as we have. They play a hard, grinding, relentless, consistent style, and we have to match that, and that's really hard, especially in a unique environment, a unique rink playing here. It is more of a challenge for our team.
It's going to be a fun one. Looks like they're cutting the ice, so I'm going to go ahead and let you go, Coach Lee. Best of luck out there today. Stay tuned. We got our pregame intro and some hockey action coming up right after this.
Hi, I'm LUKE ALPETER, senior, right wing, class of 2026.
Hi, I'm Sam Bowman, sophomore, center, class of 2028.
I'm AIDEN Burns, junior, defenseman, class of 2027.
Hi, I'm Riley Butas, junior, left wing, class of 2027.
Hi, I'm DAMIAN CHELIOS. I'm a junior, I'm a center, class of 2027.
I'm ALEXANDER DENTICE, left wing, senior, class of 2026.
Hi, I'm NICO DICOSOLA, junior, defense, class of 2027.
Hi, I am GLENN HANSEN, junior, defense, class of 2027.
Hi, I'm NIKOLAS HENSEL, senior, center, class of 2026.
Hi, I'm Joe IHDE, senior, right wing, class of 2026.
Hi, I'm Alex Karras. I'm a senior. I'm a defenseman, class of 2026.
Hi, I'm Marty Kirda, freshman, left wing, class of 2029.
Hi, I'm Joel Kane, junior, goalie, class of 2027.
Hi, I'm Finn O'Connor. I'm a junior, goalie, class of 2027.
Hi, I'm Thomas Rogowski, junior, defense, class of 2027.
Hi, I'm OWEN RYLE, sophomore, forward, class of 2028.
Hi, I'm AIDEN SHARPE, sophomore, right wing, class of 2027.
CARSON STONE, senior, left wing, class of 2026.
Hi, I'm Will Talbot, sophomore, left wing, class of 2028.
Hi, I'm Noah Watts. I'm a junior defenseman, class of 2027.
Hi, I'm ETHAN ZERTH, sophomore, defense, class of 2028.
Hi, Coach Lee, 17th season at Benet Academy, veteran of the Catholic League, 1990 graduate of St. Rita High School, Chicago.
Hey, I'm Coach Bosco. This is my second year coaching varsity hockey. I'm looking forward to this year with Benet.
Michael Fratto, assistant coach of varsity Benet hockey, and looking forward to another successful year.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koenig. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
There I am. Welcome to Oak Park, Illinois. We're here at Paul Hruby Ice Arena. We have a classic Chicago Catholic League hockey matchup going on between the visiting Benet Academy Redwings and the Fenwick Friars. My name's Andy Diedrich. I'll be doing a little bit of everything today here on Recruitlings. Thanks so much for tuning in and joining us for some Friday night action here at Paul Hruby Ice Arena. Go ahead and set the stage for these two teams. Those of you who were with us last year got to see the Benet Academy Redwings make it all the way to the state championship game last season. This season, bit of a different story. They are 7-5 in the Chicago Catholic League League, good enough for second place. In their last 5 games, they are winners of 3 of those 5 games. 58 goals for, 33 goals against, a goal differential of plus 25. They lost over a dozen seniors from that state title team last year. We talked to head coach Andrew Cchl about losing that type of leadership, but he said he's been impressed with the ability for this team to step up and fill those gaps and continue to do great things. They're contending in the CCHL, and they're going to need a big effort against their arch rival, the Fenwick Friars. We're here at their home ice. They are 5th in the CCHL, 4 wins, 5 losses. Losers of their last 4 games in the CCHL, only a -7 goal differential, though. They're about middle of the pack in the standings, and they're looking to not only cement this one for a big win for just to beat their rival, but in terms of getting to the topper echelon of that Chicago Catholic League. They're just about finished cutting the ice. It looks like we're about to get things started here from Paul Hruby Ice Arena. Once again, thanks for being with us here on Recruitlings. We're going to hear from you guys shortly. Stay tuned.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koenig. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
Live from Ridgeland Common in Oak Park, Illinois, it's Benet Redwings hockey versus Fenwick. Live stream brought to you by Recruitlings. Here we go!
And with that, we welcome you to Paul Hruby Ice Arena in beautiful Oak Park, Illinois. It's 25 degrees outside. Nice and chilly still here in the rink where we all want to be. My name is Andy Diedrich, and you're watching CCHL hockey action here on Recruitlings. Thanks for joining us on this Friday evening. Season's greetings to you and your families. We have a very old and very storied rivalry in front of us tonight, folks. The visiting Benet Academy Redwings are here in Oak Park to take on their rival in the Fenwick Friars. In terms of setting the stage for both of these teams, the visiting Benet Academy Redwings, 7-5 in the CCHL, currently good enough for second in the standings, only behind the St. Ignatius Wolfpack. The Red Wings, pretty storied program, 4-time Kennedy Cup champions, lost in the Kennedy Cup finals in the winter go-home Game 3 last year to St. Ignatius. Made it all the way to the state championship game before falling to New Trier. A lot of seniors from that team, over a dozen of them, in fact, no longer with the squad. This is still a prolific Benet team. Their identity is speed. They're going to get you out in the power plays, and they're going to make sure that they impose their will on you. Across from them, hosting tonight, the Fenwick Friars, 4-5 in the Chicago Catholic Hockey League. 5th place in those standings, a -7 goal differential on the year. Losers of the last 4 games, including a 4-1 loss to Benet at Seven Bridges Ice Arena, Bennett's home ice. Fenwick's no program to scoff at either. 10-time Kennedy Cup champions have produced a trio of NHL players, over a dozen Division I hockey players, and a myriad of other prolific in terms of producing talent in every sport, in fact. Fenwick, this of course is a big-time rivalry, looking to avenge being swept in the Kennedy Cup playoffs to this Benet team last year and get in the win column against the Red Wings. We're off here from Paul Hruby Ice Arena. Let's get things going. Starting with possession is the Red Wings. They are led by a couple different big-time names. That puck flies into the Fenwick bench. Fenwick, of course, donning their home black uniforms with the white trim. Bennett's with the white jerseys, black pants, and nice red trim. A lovely jersey matchup as well for these two, again, storied programs. There has been bad blood in the past, there's bad blood in the present, and there will certainly be a lot more in the future. Fenwick now a chance to strikes first, in front of the goal. That's the first save, or at least opportunity in front of Joel Kane, goalie for the Benet Red Wings, number 34. The junior is allowing about 2.3 goals per game, saving about 87.4% of the pucks sent his way. Has pitched a pair of shutouts this year in league action. We get another stoppage here on the ice. And I did not hit start on the clock, so I will go ahead and adjust it. Hopefully that's the last time that happens, folks. A little bit of a skeleton crew here tonight in Oak Park, but all that matters is we have some lovely hockey to watch in front of us here. Fenwick's able to keep it in. They have a lot of contributors returning from last year's team as well. Most prolific scorer for them, returner Arden Tantero, wears number 9. 5 goals, 4 assists, good enough for 9 points in league play this season. Fenwick is not the most spectacular team on offense. It's a big-time juxtaposition to this Benet team. Again, this season, Benet 58 goals for, only 33 against. A couple big reasons why is they have some heavy hitters when they have the puck in their hands. Their leading scorer, Joe Eide, the senior, 10 goals, 9 assists, 19 points. In fact, Benet has 2 more point getters in the top 5 of league in terms of scoring. We'll get back to them in a second. Fenwick's really trying to get this opportunity going as we're about 2 minutes gone in the first period. Nothing on the scoreboard. We'll get a stoppage real quick. Line change for the Red Wings. A couple other Red Wings you might want to watch out for on the near attacking zone. Joe Eides, the leading scorer and point getter, as we said. NIKOLAS HENSEL, 5 goals, 13 assists. CARSON STONE, 10 goals, 8 assists. All three of them are top 5 in the league in terms of scoring output. Bennett, one of their first chances in the zone, but Fenwick's quick to get it the other way. In his possession, Dine had it. A little bit of back and forth action between these two teams. Out there for Bennett, some of the returners from last year's team that currently are out on the ice right now. Number 6, OWEN RYLE, he's only a sophomore. He's got his way to 4 goals and 3 assists this year. LUKE ALPETER's out there, the senior forward. Shot goes wide of Joel Kane's net. Pretty good look there for number 28 of Fenwick, Christian White. A lot of this game being played in the neutral zone to start. Substitutions on for Bennett. There's HREHAAN and NICO DICOSOLA. New contributor to the team, Noah Watts, is out there as well. Bennett's keeping this in. One thing that Fenwick's going to want to do is stay disciplined. That goes for both teams, but with Bennett leading the league in power play efficiency and conversion rates, you cannot afford to put yourself in a penalty kill situation against the Red Wings. It's been the story of their team, whether it's years ago, whether it was last year when they made it all the way to the state championship, or whether it's this young upstart team they have in front of them here. Hard hit into the boards, delivered by CARSON STONE. His first time we'll call his name, certainly not the last. Fighting for it on the far side, Zorovic as well as Stone. Now Zorovic collects, moving it past the blue line. Bowman to his left. Friar defenders surrounding him. Fenwick able to keep it in. Stone with a one-timer pass over to his teammate Bowman. Starting to see the signs of conversion rates. Redirect opportunity good. In front of the goal. Bennett, a lot in the slot right now. Great deflection from the Friar defense. Harrison Sramek getting his name in the stat sheet. And now with Bennett putting some of the offensive pressure on, and we'll see if this new line for them increases the forecheck pressure, and they do. Goalie for the Fenwick Friars, Sean Imbergia. Allowing about 3.3 goals per game, saving around 86%. Has not pitched a shutout yet this year. Certainly wants to change that against his rival in the Benet Redwings. Behind the net, Bennett back up to the slot. DICOSOLA has it. Redirect off the skate, up, and we're going to have a stoppage. That puck flies out with 12:22 remaining in the first period. Once again, take this time to thank you guys for spending your Friday evening with us here on Recruitlings. Feel free to drop by in the YouTube chat. Say whether you have a fond memory of one of these two teams. I'm sure some former players are certainly watching, and goodness, I'm sure they wish they want to be out here. Hayes, back tap. Bennett with this forecheck is ruthless. Dentise knocks down his defender. And now it's the Red Wings looking for an angle. Dentise was in front of the net under his stick, able to collect. Hansen. This time MARTYNAS KIRDA was right in the crease looking to make something happen. Something's got to break through for Bennett. A couple shots on goal, no dice. A redirect over, out. Nearly looked like that was going in, but Fenwick defense, another victory for them. Glenn Hansen is there to meet Peter Hayes. Quickly gets the puck back for Bennett. AIDEN Sharpe's at the midline looking to make something happen. He'll skate off. Bennett wants to dump it in. There's the captain, Alex Dentise, number 26. He's a huge part of that championship-bound team last season. Dentise, the senior, 3 goals, 4 assists, 7 points. One of the enforcers of this team has spent 18 minutes in the penalty box in their 12 games of action in league play. Puck trickles all the way down. Referees do not signal icing. We play on. Friars want to get it out. Tapping it with a stick that time was Francis Zimmer III. Dangerous in front of Kane. He's got to collect it, and does. saved directly into the breadbasket of Joel Kane, but charging in there to maybe make something happen there for the Fenwick Friars. Number 8, James Papp, had a pretty good look right in front of the goal for that one. Puck drop in front of Fenwick's net. Advantage goes to the Red Wings. Fenwick now matching the offensive pressure we saw on the other end from their opponents. Again, two very evenly matched teams, it seems. Every time they play, it's going to be a close one. But going back to their first matchup this season on November 1st, a 4-1 win for Benet over at Seven Bridges Ice Arena. Carson Stone had 2 goals. Glenn Hansen and Damian Chelios chipping in one each, rather. Shots on goal, that game tied 24-24. So it's not that Fenwick cannot match the offensive pressure of Benet. It's just the quality of looks that they can get. Referee blows the whistle. We get some new faces on the ice with 9:55 to play in the first period. Again, we dive into the Fenwick offense, what makes them go, as Schmidt battles with Dentise in the face-off there. Talked about Arden Tantero. He's their leading goal scorer and point getter with 5 goals, 4 assists, 9 points. Other names to watch for. John Latito's got 4 goals and 2 assists to his name. Robert Schmidt behind them, 3 goals, 3 assists, 6 points. Fenwick plays a lot of games that you would consider rock fights, chess matches, whatever you want to call them. They might not win by a lot, but when they win, it's very decisively in a physical battle. We spoke to their head coach, Nick Fabrini, pregame, and that's the identity they want to establish. Because again, we talk about Fenwick being a very storied program. 10 Kennedy Cups to their name, multiple trips to late runs in the state playoffs. Their head coach, Nick Fabrini, a graduate of Fenwick, class of 2004. Talking to him and head coach Andrew Schlee pregame. So 2 solid gentlemen running these programs. 9:02 on the clock, but not the one on your screen because I didn't start the timer. Friars want to make some noise on their end of the ice. Battling in the crease. Knocked out of the slot. Wanted to clear it and able to are the Red Wings. That's not touched. It will be icing, and that is the call. Some more substitutions for the Red Wings. We talk about all the seniors that they are missing from last year's team who've since graduated, gone on to do bigger and better things, whatever that may be. Over a dozen of them, though. It's not like they were anything to scoff at either. One such of those seniors was CCHL MVP Hudson Schlee. He was joined by all-stars Ben Cchl, Jimmy Cannon, LUKE DICOSOLA to form a very formidable, daunting line of seniors. Ben Cchl was giving some of the most impressive goalieing we've ever seen. It was really amazing that in that new Trier State Championship game, that game was not much more out of hand in favor of the Trevians. Trickling down, Benet with a stick is in Bergia, chose not to freeze it. Big hit delivered on the far side. Tommy Rogowski says hello. Pass for Heide is incomplete. Zimmer taps it up ahead for the Friars. Nice little dangle from Stone, and the Red Wings are off and running. Heide stays onside. Rogowski wanted to leave it for the trailing number 87, Sam Bowman. Bowman couldn't quite corral it, and the Friars are coming back the other way. Referee falls down, sticks on the ice. Havoc's happening. Everybody's going places. Looks like everyone got situated about them. Pretty chaotic sequence there for both teams, and including the referees. Heide to Ryle. Solid defense. It's White. Number 17, Lucas White, brother of Christian, also playing on the team. Halfway through the first, nothing changing on the scoreboard. Could change soon with this pressure we're seeing on both ends. Skaters battling for position in the slot. Big hit delivered on tap by a Red Wing defender. That was Joe IHDE. He's so quick, out in space. IHDE to his right. Shot saved by Imbergia. Back tap. Ryle kicked it. It went back to the right. IHDE will skate off. Does Benet want to bite on this forecheck? They do get a steal. OWEN RYLE, the sophomore, with himself, turns around, up, and hits the ceiling, and we'll get a stoppage after a pretty back and forth sequence. 6:50 remaining in the first period. No one has visited the penalty box quite yet. Again, if that does happen, bodes incredibly well for Benet if they are the aggressors and the ones on the power play, converting on 28.6% of their power plays in CCHL action this season. Friars taking on their offensive side. Trickles out, able to be kept in. McFadden. Joel Kane's called upon, answers the call. He has one of his first few saves of the evening. Another thing to watch for the Benet Red Wings, even if they do make a mistake and put a guy in the box, they are pretty good at penalty kills. They're successfully killing penalties 87% of the time, third best in the CCHL. Benet with another chance, just flicking it in there real quick. His first action on the ice. There's AIDEN Burns. Had to be saved real quick by Imbergia. Easy blocker save for him. Pressure from behind delivered from Burns. Game of hooky and dilly-dallying on the far side. Puck in the possession of the Red Wings. Both, I believe that was Sharpe and Watts went after, excuse me, Damian Chelios went after it. Forecheck pressure is big time. Sharpe goes right up, wants to steal it from Zorovic. Seeing a lot of that physical brand of hockey that both teams, but particularly Fenwick, wanted to play. That puck got stuck on the skate of, it was number 28, Christian White, who was exiting the game for the Friars. Kane gloved it, dropped it, and then froze it. Joel Kane's been tremendous to watch as he's grown over the years. He's currently in his junior season, but he's been called upon in big-time moments all the way back since he was a freshman for the Red Wings. Got to learn under two great tenders, both seniors, Ben Cchl and Ava Christensen, who graduated last year, but great models of what a good goalie should look like if you want to be on this Red Wing team. Another hard hit into the boards. This time OWEN RYLE says hello to, that was NOFSINGER of the Friars. Ryle wants to do it himself. Shot cannot be gloved, but it's then pounced upon dangerously the last minute in the crease by Imbergia. Pretty good feat of acrobatics to get over there and make sure Ryle couldn't follow up his original shot attempt. Another face-off. This time we'll give it to Fenwick. Schmidt in the middle, enters the slot. Grounder is scooped by Kane on the short hop. And it looks like defense, the name of the game so far here at Paul Hruby Ice Arena. 4:40 remaining in the opening period. Fenwick plays here alongside their counterpart and rival, Oak Park River Forest. Those two teams play a best of three game series every season called the Paul Hruby Cup Series. It's played here at Paul Hruby Ice Arena where both of these teams play. We'll pause that for a moment. Sam Bowman enters. They'll softly hit puck there. Solid defense delivered by Dine of the Friars, and another save from Sean and Bergia. In that Paul Hruby Cup series, though, between OPRF and Fenwick. Fenwick won 2-0. MVP of the series, Fenwick's Braden Michonne, who we haven't seen a lot of tonight. That is sure to change. Opportunities aplenty for the Friars. Kane in the defense, holding firm. That puck will find its way out of the zone. IHDE charging. Wrestles it away from his defender. Wanted to make a nifty move. Zorovich's defense stands tall. McFadden sends it in. Friars want a fresh set of legs out there on the ice. They deliver some forecheck pressure. Another save from Kane. He's probably got half a dozen so far in this first period. Sent out, arm is up, whistle's blown, icing is the call. We're going to go back down for another face-off. Trio of minutes remaining on the clock here in Oak Park. Sizable turnout from both fan bases. That's the one thing you cannot dispute about Chicago Catholic Hockey League fans, no matter who you root for. These fans are dedicated. It's clear how much it means to not only the players, coaches, but the parents, different generations and families that have played, watched, coached, whatever it may be. Just goes to show you that the city of Chicago really is a hockey town after all. Speaking of which, Blackhawks picked up a 2-1 win over the Los Angeles Kings last night. That's one team we can all get behind, no matter if you're rooting for the Red Wings or the Friars. Nice move down there on the far side, but defense there from Watts negates the opportunity from Peter Hayes. Hayes was looking for his second goal of the season. Arm is up, but the Friars will play this and avoid the icing call. Under the stick of Tantero and under the stick of Glenn Hansen. Hansen reverses Bennett, not finding the same success they found in the first chunk of this first period. Neither team really getting a whole lot of quality looks on goal right now. Defense wins championships, and defense is certainly going to win this game tonight. We said it would be a rock fight, a chess match, whatever it is. That's what we've been treated to so far. Under 2 minutes remaining in the opening frame. Wanted to get it in the middle of the White. Still on the slot. Lucas White couldn't get it, and Bennett's off and running the opposite direction. Off the referee, skating in there quickly. Thought it was Joe IHDE. It's actually his teammate Martynas Kirda. Clock stops at 1:21. We'll give a shout out to the Benet Junior Varsity team, who recently won the O'Grady Thanksgiving Tournament. A 4-2 win over the York Dukes cemented that for them. The Benet JV team is currently standing at 8 wins, 2 losses. Middle of the road in the CCHL JV division, 4th place. JV also came 1 game from winning their respective playoff tournament last year in the Catholic League. Felt the Providence Catholic JV in Game 3 of the Di Cristina Cup last season. A lot of the main contributors in that team find themselves out in the ice here on the main stage in Varsity. Stone shot wide of the net. Been a battle of the goalies right now. Sean and Bergia for Fenwick, Joel Kane for Bennett. Bennett able to keep it in double team far side IHDE. And no dice this time for the Red Wings. One last line change for Fenwick to finish out this period. We'll see how Bennett chooses to spend it with the puck in their possession. White crosses to Zorovich, who sends it into Schmidt. Try to get one last look. The Bennett defense read it the whole way. Horn sounds. We're 17 minutes down here at Paul Hruby Ice Arena. No score between Benet Academy and Fenwick. Bringing it back here to Oak Park, Illinois at Paul Hruby Ice Arena. Scoreless game between Fenwick and Bennett after one period of play. We're not going to cut the ice just yet. We are going to switch sides, though. I guess the only two players to really shout out right now for both of these teams. Shout out to the men in the net for both these Chicago Catholic teams. Joel Kane, number 34 for Bennett, and it's been Sean Imbergia in net for the Fenwick Friars, although I believe we actually have a different goalie that has now been inserted into the game for Fenwick. We'll go ahead and identify who that is. I actually do not have a number 33 on the roster in front of me, so we'll go ahead and check on that and give him his proper flowers, especially as he hopes to stop a frenetic Bennett offense that is going up against a very physical and in-your-face Fenwick defense. Off and running here in the second period. Bennett control first. Fenwick gets it out of the zone. Dine's pass was knocked down. Some of the first action of the game for ETHAN ZERTH, a newcomer to this Bennett team. Somehow kept in right in front of us here. Schmidt trickles past ZERTH to NICO DICOSOLA, his older brother Luca, one of those seniors that graduated last year, CCHL All-Star, and certainly unsung leader of the team. Great head of hair in that kid, too, I gotta admit. It's one thing I'm jealous of hockey players, man. They got some good lettuce on their heads. Saved by Kane in the glove. I believe the whistle should blow. I guess not. Play stops regardless. 16:07 remaining on the clock. White against Stone in the face-off. Fenwick wins. Zorovich reverses. Arden Tantero, hard hit, absorbed by IHDE, but Bennett's off and running. They will test the newly inserted goalie into the game for Fenwick, Augustus Levy. Not a whole lot of noise from all those offensive weapons we mentioned earlier from both teams. With Tantero out there, the leading goal scorer for Fenwick, and the leading goal scorer in Joe IHDE out there for Bennett. Things could change soon. Bowman in pursuit of his defender, Lucas White. Hit from behind, hand goes up. We're definitely going to see a penalty here. We're going to get the delayed call to see what the Fenwick offensive attack can do, but certainly looked like a whole lot of contact there delivered from, I believe that was Tommy Rogowski that came over and hit him from behind. We'll see who they award the penalty to, but our first trip to the penalty box will afflict the Benet Redwings. Indeed, up on the scoreboard here at Paul Hruby Ice Arena, number 33, Tommy Rogowski, finds himself 2 minutes in the sin bin. So the first opportunity for a penalty kill for Benet, and the first chance to see this power play offense on the Friar side. Levy comes out of net to grab. He's got to be careful. Bennett's really good on the short-handed attack, as we almost just saw there. Goodness gracious. They led the CCHL in short-handed goals last season and are top 3 in this current campaign. Saved by Kane. Tantero almost got his name on the board. Out there on the ice for Benet, Dentise, Alpeter, as well as Watts and Burns, but now subbing on comes AIDEN SHARPE. Bennett's got to get back. Puck trickling in the neutral zone, skating on quickly Chelios to help this penalty kill. Tantero towards the goal, saved by Kane and cleared by Watts. Halfway done on the power play, under 14 minutes remaining in the second period. Could this be where the offense shines through, or is it still going to be a match between the goalies? Sharp batted into the zone, taking some more time off of Fenwick's power play. They will now set up the offense. Schmidt had it. Up ahead to Aristides Vigia. Schmidt pursuing. Ten seconds remaining on the power play. Zorovic first into the zone. Weakly hit puck, deflected from DeCosla. And that is the end of the power play. Skating back onto the ice and subbing off real quick, Tommy Rogowski now rejoining his team. Quickly on the substitution, Carson Stone. He wanted it to get it in for his own opportunity, couldn't do so. Even on the power play, not a ton of looks on net for either team. And we will get a stoppage and new lines coming in for both squads. Stone versus Hayes. Advantage goes to Stone. One of the first chances for Augustus Levy to make a save. Easily does so. The road ahead for the Fenwick Friars. Their next couple games in league play after tonight's game against Benet, of course. A week from today, we will play the Mount Carmel Caravan right here in Oak Park. Actually, the start of a 5-game homestand tonight for the Friars. After Mount Carmel, they'll play St. Ignatius, Brother Rice. They'll be back here to play Benet on January 11th. Certainly Fenwick looking to get in the win column against this Red Wing team that's been a thorn in their side in recent years in the Chicago Catholic League. Bennett's getting to a we'll call it a more comfortable part of their schedule upcoming, and Benet has 5 losses in league play this year. Those 5 losses have only come to 2 teams. St. Ignatius, the top team in the league, and the Notre Dame Dons. So after tonight, Benet has the Brother Rice Crusaders for 2 games in a row. 1 home, 1 away. Puck goes up and over Kane's net. Got to be careful there. Benet defense has done a good job keeping the puck out of the crease. After those two Brother Rice games, they'll, of course, be here to play Fenwick once again, January 11th. And after that, you got another matchup against the Crusaders of Brother Rice. Shot saved off the back part of the stick of Kane. Don't know how he even got that, got it up in time. It was a rifle of a shot there. I believe it was Tantaro that got it off his stick. Skating out in open space, HREHAAN pass a bit off. Stone, Rogowski, Hansen, and HREHAAN all come out. Line change, Red Wings. 10.5 minutes remain in the second. Latito trying to get it through the 5-hole Burns, no dice. Kirda collects. Now we're seeing that pressure pick up. I think tensions, a little more energy mounting inside of Paul Ruby Ice Arena. Pap wanted to feed it in. A bit too strong, but now collected by the Friar offense, and they'll set up near the blue line. Redirect directly into the chest of Kane. Another save for Joel. If you're just joining us on this Friday evening, welcome into Recruitlings. My name's Andy Diedrich, and appreciate you joining us for this Chicago Catholic Hockey League matchup. Trickling around everywhere in the crease, seem to go everywhere except inside the nets. Benefits the Red Wings greatly. They're off and running in free space. Chelios taps to himself. Half's there to defend. He'll reverse all the way around, trying to collect his LUKE ALPETER. Forgive me, folks. I didn't start the clock again. Myself and Eric Reishi, we're operating a two-man crew tonight. We usually have a couple more bodies here, so appreciate you putting up with our escapades here. That puck flies up and out. We'll get a stoppage of the clock, which I now appropriately have at 9 minutes and 28 seconds. New line in for Fenwick. It's Dine, Schmidt, Zimmer. That one is won by, I thought it was Peter Hayes. No, I believe Schmidt was the one in the faceoff circle. Unable to keep it in is Benet, but ETHAN ZERTH collects and fires one directly into his bench. Goodness. It's like some laughs over there on the Benet bench. I think that was assistant coach Connor Basashi that almost took one right to the face. Both teams just a bit off chemistry-wise, and whether that's just something in the air or the defense of these teams to thank, who's to say. The point is, defense, the name of the game, which, if anything, plays more into Fenwick's favor. That's how they win a lot of their games. And head coach Nick Fabrini called the CCHL a meat grinder. And they certainly got to grind this one out, and we see some more physical hard hitting on the far side. DeCosla and Dine going at it. Ryle needs to stay onside and does. Looking for Sharpe to pass it to him. Does. Ooh, under his stick. Lucas White, solid defense. Puck goes up, kept in. Ryle's everywhere tonight. Sophomore bats it around to collect. Kirda. Puck seems to be matriculating everywhere except towards the net, into the crease, and in the goal. More pressure applied. Levy holds strong this time. Just a pinball puck tonight in the offensive zone for Benet. One-timer saved by Levy. Much to the delight of the Fenwick crowd seeing this new goalie enter the game in the second. In front of the net, Kirda. Back tap. Puck still loose now in the hands of Fenwick, finally getting it out of the zone. I believe Benet had it in there for well over a minute and a half. This time though, Chelios, left side, shoots off the post. Had top shelf over the left shoulder of Levy. nearly erase this scoreless game we see in front of ourselves. Again, an important distinction as we see Benet ramp up the offensive pressure. This time Kirda shoots at Levy, saved. Fenwick's got to be careful on a lot of these rebound chances. That's where Bennett's made their money historically. It's a new goalie in there from the first period for Fenwick. We had Sean Emberja start the game. That's their usual starter, I believe. Now Augustus Levy is bearing the cross of having to face this Benet offense. Six minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the second period. Big hit at center ice. Falling to his feet, getting quickly back and having to defend. Glenn Hansen, Ceramic, pass to Zorovich, behind him. Shots wide. KOEHN had to come out of his crease to save it. Thank God he did. That would have been a difficult ask if KOEHN was going to try and save that with the speedy Zorovich coming off. Levy makes his money. Impressive glove save to flash the leather. 6:09 on the clock. And now we're seeing some cracks in defense of both teams. Offenses maybe feeling energized by getting chances to actually put the puck near the nets. Things are certainly ramping up here. I don't want to say the dreaded overtime is in play, but in a 0-0 game, no one's breaking through. It's, of course, a real possibility as time keeps ticking. White on his left side, 2-on-1. Shot to Hayes, he scores! The scoreless game is no more. Beautiful positioning from the Fenwick Friars. They get themselves on the board. It's now 1-0 in favor of the home team. Peter Hayes, credit for the goal. So we will await the official scoring from CCHL.US, but I believe that's going to be a goal for Peter Hayes, his second of the season, assisted by White. Benet finds himself in deficit early. This is unfamiliar territory for them in Fenwick. They had a wire-to-wire win last time these two teams played on November 1st. Puck's in front of the net, still loose. Fenwick's got to clean up these defensive chances, but then again, they do stand tall, 1-0 right now. Ryle, a lot of real estate in front of him as Fenwick got their line change off a little late. Ryle gets back to the center, but the Friars are suffocating on defense. They've really stepped up, I guess, after I tried to call them out. They're making me eat my words. Dentise unable to set it in. Vagias back to center. Friars want more. Zorovich and Schmidt met by defense from Zerth. Unable to reverse it. Friars out of their zone under 5 minutes in the second period. Friars' lone goal in the game off the stick of Peter Hayes. Nearly another odd man rush. This time it's Tantaro off the face mask of KOEHN. Tantaro's the most dangerous scorer. Got to watch out for him. Center under the stick of number 23, Aristides Vagias. White has it, speeding on through, wanting to find a man to cross it to, gets it to the center. Benet defense on top of it. Sharpe to himself. Too much sauce. Slow moving puck collected by Rogowski, fires it in towards the net, absorbs the hit from Ceramic. Augustus Levy earning his keep in the second period, keeping the clean sheet going. That was started by his teammate and fellow goaltender, Sean Emberja. Carson Stone subs in, immediately sees some action. Loose puck, he's going to collect it. He's got ETHAN behind him. Now gets to ETHAN in the center. It was Bowman to Stone over to ETHAN. Now back out to Rogowski. In the center, ETHAN, no good. Rebound still with Benet. They are keeping the pressure up, the foot on the gas. In front of the net, slow moving puck just right behind the goal of Levy. And through the wickets, Benet can't keep it in. They're gonna have to come back and get onside. Certainly see a dynamic shift after that Fenwick goal from Peter Hayes. Fenwick really feeling like they're the ones dictating how this game will go. And could be looking at goal number 2. Zorovic's shot goes wide. Kane's got to pounce on it and does. He'll freeze the puck. 2:49 on the clock here at Paul Hruby Ice Arena. There's some more chaotic sequences here, but it does not bear any fruit for the Red Wings. They still are in this 1-0 hole they find themselves in. At the same time, the Benet Red Wings, if you followed along for their state playoff run last year, are no stranger to some dramatic finishes and some nail-biters. To start off their playoff run all the way to the state championship, 3 straight overtime games, including a double overtime game against Glenbrook North. The senior-led Benet Red Wings were a 7th seed, made it all the way to the United Center. Us here at Recruitlings were fortunate enough to join along in the ride and the fun with some of those games. One of my, honestly, more memorable sports moments, not just in hockey, but really ever, is a lot of Benet fans will remember Vinny Poro's game-winning goal against Deerfield to send them to the Elite Eight and continue on a dream season, what it was for Benet Academy. Chelios had it in the center, but it's going to go wide again. Chelios does collect. Damian in the right corner with his teammate Kirda. Curtis skating over, wants to pry from Zorovic. Zorovic, nifty move, gets it out. Good job keeping it in, staying on side is Schmidt. That's Robert Schmidt, that is. His brother Samuel Schmidt also plays. Between the Schmidt brothers, combined 6 goals, 5 assists. Zimmer reverses one-timer, weakly hit. Benet defense all over. White inside, still in the center. Kane's got to save it, and does. Still some dilly-dallying near the net, whatever you want to call it. That puck's just hanging right in the slot in the home area of Benet. Some scary stuff. Don't want to let this be a multi-goal deficit. Tantaro's shot blocked by the defense. In front of him there, NICO DICOSOLA. 45 seconds and counting in the second period. Finally played out from the Fenwick bench. Ryle wanted to tap it to himself. Zimmer solid defense, but it's kept in. Some new faces on the ice for Benet to finish out the second. Will Talbot and ETHAN ZERTH playing some defense on the far side. Samuel Schmidt. Excuse me, that's Harrison Sramick, number 21. And Curtis sends it down with the puck in open space. A horn sounds at the end of the second period, so the scoreless tie finally broken. It was Peter Hayes of the Fenwick Friars that did it, and that is our lone goal of the first 2 periods here. We're going to take a short break, folks, but stick with us. We're going to have our mid-game recap coming up here. You're watching CCHL action here on Recruitlings.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
score the first goal.
Hi, my name is Brian Koenig. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
Welcome back up to the booth here at Paul Kruby Ice Arena in Oak Park, Illinois. We have quite the match in front of us, folks. 2 periods down and only 1 goal on the board. Fenwick leads Benet by a score of 1-0, thanks to a goal from Peter Hayes with about 6 minutes remaining in the second period. That is Hayes' second goal of the year, assisted by Christian White, his second assist of the year. We said this was going to be a meat grinder of a game. That was exactly the phrase that head coach Nick Fabrini of Fenwick used to describe how it is to play this Benet game. Chess match, rock fight, whatever you want to call it. That's what we're treated 2022 right now. 1-0. The lone goal, of course, coming from Hayes. Battle of the goalies so far. Joel Kane's been tremendous for Benet, as he has in seasons past. The junior probably has close to 24 saves already. Of course, couldn't get the final save necessary to keep this a shutout for him, but a 1-goal deficit is not much for this Benet offense to overcome. I also do owe Augustus Levy an apology. He hasn't been out there just for the second period. Augustus Levy's been out there all game, and he is mainly responsible for shutting down this Benet offense and have given them a goose egg in the score column so far. So a lot of big names on both teams when it comes to scoring the puck that we want to watch out for. Again, Benet has 3 of the top 5 point getters in the entire Chicago Catholic Hockey League. Namely, it's Joe HREHAAN. It is, they're on here somewhere, I promise. Joe HREHAAN, Nick Hensel, and Carson Stone all are in the top 5 when it comes to scoring. So will we see Benet finally get on the board? I'm sure their team and their fans certainly hope so. But right now, on Fenwick's home ice, it's coming up all Friars right now. We're going to take one more break, and then we got 17 more minutes, at least, dare I say overtime, here from Paul Hruby Ice Arena. My name's Andy Diedrich. You're watching us on Recruitlings. Stay tuned.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koenig. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
welcoming you back to Oak Park, Illinois. Benet Fenwick is another mud wrestling match again. Running out of adjectives or analogies for it, but this is what we expected, folks. It's 1-0 in favor of the Fenwick Friars. A second period goal from Peter Hayes, the lone scoring of this game so far. 17 more minutes of action coming your way. Benet looking to respond in a big way. They previously have beaten Fenwick 4-1 back on November 1st on their home ice. So that's a pretty impressive response from Fenwick, and we'll see if they can keep it up in the final period of play, which is kicking off right now. Benet will control first. My name's Andy Diedrich. You're watching CCHL wow, goodness, let's try that again. CCHL action right here on Recruitlings. It's been a long day, I suppose. Thanks for joining myself. It's myself and Eric Rashi in this crew. A shot from HREHAAN goes high. God, you can never be too ready when these teams face off with the offense coming in bunches. One penalty in the game so far. Didn't cost Benet a goal on the board, although they still find themselves in this 1-0 deficit. Opportunities have been few, and the quality hasn't been great for either squad, but if anything, it just speaks to the prowess of these defenses and the men between the pipes. Augustus Levy, who I thought subbed in for the second period, but he's been playing all game. He's been tremendous. His counterpart, Joel Kane, only the one puck got past him to make it a 1-0 game. Typically for the Friars, we see Sean Imbergia in net. It looks like he gets some rest. We go with Levy. It's paying off so far. Minute and a half gone in the third, still 1-0. Pap's got it in his right side. Shot is saved by Kane. Rebound collected from Benet. Get a stoppage. 15:24 says the clock here at Paul Kruby Ice Arena. It's Schmidt in the faceoff circle for the Friars. He comes out on top with that. His team keeps possession. Not for long, though. Off and running are the Red Wings. Ryle alongside Chelios. Odd man rush now, other way for Fenwick. Schmidt had to retreat. Now Peter collected the puck from him, and now Bennett's going back the other ways. Back and forth we go. Peter Hayes, our goal scorer tonight. He's got it in his possession. Up ahead, Dine in some space. Bennett's got to get their men out on the ice that they're substituting. And joining the party is AIDEN Burns. Arden Tantero, the lone hat trick acquirer for the Fenwick this year. Doesn't have a goal in this game. You have to imagine in that Benet locker room they have number 9's name circled. Got to know where he's at on the ice. McFadden's tied up with HREHAAN. Tantero trying to grab it from them, and Stone joining the party too. Energy shifting downward a little bit. A very hectic end to that second period on both sides, even though it only resulted in one puck in the net. Reaching a bit of a lull when it comes to that energy. We'll see if that changes, and if so, how will it go? New faces entering for Fenwick, trying to stop this Benet pressure, who really haven't been able to do much of anything since leaving the locker room in the third period. Odd man rush, advantage Fenwick. Latino can't handle it. Red Wing defenders swarming. Referee says it's safe, so no icing. HREHAAN charging on Zorovic. Here's the forecheck pressure from Benet. IHDE, back to IHDE, shoots directly into and saved by Augustus Levy. That puck was probably going a million miles an hour. He was just in the right place at the right time. Face-off kept in the Benet attacking zone. NICO DICOSOLA towards the net. Pap gathers around. Benet couldn't keep it past the blue line. Now with potential 3-on-1 here. Schmidt to his right, in front of the net. Saved by KOEHN. Rebound chance, wide left. Nifty passing, Sharpe up ahead to his teammate. A bit long for Kirda. Falling is Rogowski. Benet wanting to establish a rhythm on offense. They've looked better since starting this third period. Maybe it was feeling it's like their turn to answer back what Fenwick has given them, at least try to force an overtime period. But this is not going to help. Latino towards the goal. He shoots it, saved by KOEHN. He wanted to go 5-hole. KOEHN said no dice. Hand goes up. We are going to get a penalty. Let's see who the offending party is. Go ahead and reset the clock. 11:59 says the scoreboard here. And it appears that number 21, Glenn Hansen, enters the box for the Benet Redwings. Only be his second trip to the box all season in CCHL play. Hansen, 3 goals on the year for the junior. And it is Hansen in the box for 2 minutes. So, not quite dire straits, but not looking good for Benet. They need another successful penalty kill to really keep themselves within striking distance. Everything favoring the Friars and their power play offense now. We're going to set it up with Zorovich at the blue line. Shot goes in, rebound chance. KOEHN's there, puck still in there. Somehow does not go into the net. That was, man, I think you actually see some Fenwick players still celebrating after that, just for the sheer amount of offensive pressure they were able to put on. It bodes well if they can continue that for the remaining minute 39 of this power play. Joel KOEHN and this Benet defense certainly will be tested over the next 100 seconds or so. Action resumes, back to Zorovich. Schmidt. Peter Hayes, the goal scorer today. Pap will spin around. He'll still play it back from the far side. Zorovich wants it at the blue line, does get it. Top of the slot, puck goes up, hits the ceiling, play stops. That thing looked like it was about ready for a home run derby. Line changes from both teams, including all 5 new faces on the ice for Fenwick. The Fenwick team actually recently posted a video on social media asking their players what their favorite song was, or if they had a theme song. Pretty wide range of answers from the Friars. Most common song was No Flockin' by Kodak Black. Puck trickles out. Some other artists mentioned, Tate McRae, NBA Youngboy, and Green Day. Some solid music taste in the Friar locker room. Back to the action, in front, through the wickets, and scored! Fenwick converts on the power play. They lead 2-0. Look at the replay there. It's going to be credited to John Latito, number 11. That marks goal number 5 on the season for Latito. And it comes at a huge point. This is now overwhelming for Fenwick. It's going to be a tough hole to crawl out of with a little over 10 minutes remaining for the visiting Benet Redwings. well-executed stuff on the power play. Bennett's penalty kill has been great all season, but something's got to give when push comes to shove, and I still need to add the goal to the scoreboard. That's better. 2-0 Fenwick leads over Benet Academy. Nearly a third goal would have really put things out of reach, but Benet looking to respond quickly. Bowman up ahead. He's here with Heide, who's in the slot. Turning around and shooting. Almost had Stone charging in for the left through his legs. Hand goes up, whistle is blown. Let's see what the call is from our officials. So Fenwick, of course, if they can keep the score as is for the next 10 minutes or so, looking up to not only pick up a huge win in terms of CCHL standings, but just a huge win over a rival that really has had their number the past couple seasons. And they have a chance to increase their lead even more. Entering the box for the Benet Redwings, number 29, CARSON STONE, will be spending some time in the sin bin. So it's going to be another power play chance for the Friars, and asking a lot out of the penalty kill personnel for Benet. Showing some patience. White's shot goes wide. Friars look to reset. Rogowski defends. Back out Tantaro, shoots. This time it is saved by Kane. Wanted to go 5-hole again. But now the Friars look to reset. Benet skaters swarming. Maybe looking to try and convert on a short-handed opportunity given the state of affairs for the Red Wings. 1 minute down in the power play, 1 minute to go. Can't keep it in, but still controlling the pace for the most part. Entering the ice for Benet Chelios, as well as AIDEN Sharpe. Sharpe gets an early look to take his stab at it. Zorovich using that speed. Feels like he's always skating downhill. Evades the double team. Wants to find a teammate crossing. There's a shot going in, saved by Kane, bounced out, collected Chelios. Fenwick really, honestly, looking content to let Benet trickle into their own attacking zone with the puck. It's just more time off the clock, and as long as a goal isn't scored, Benet can do whatever they want with it. Fenwick has the 2-goal lead. The power play is over. Successful PK on the side of the Red Wings. Barrett Nofsinger's fighting for it as he defends AIDEN Sharpe. Under DeCosola's stick. Dines charging ETHAN ZERTH on top of it, however. 2-0 Fenwick leads, under 7.5 remaining in the game. Something's got to give for Benet. Just past the stick of Heide. And an offside call, much to the dismay of the Benet faithful here in attendance. The referees are going to talk about this one, but the Benet players and the Benet bench just looked completely in awe at that call right there. So we'll have a face-off at center ice for that. Was a potential chance, a 1-on-0 for the leading goal scorer, Joe Heide, to get out there and make something happen with it. And so far, though, it's been the story of the game for the Red Wings. They've come close. They've had some chances as icing is called, and we'll get a face-off on the other side. We mentioned it before, the 4-1 win the last time these two teams faced off in favor of the Red Wings. The shots on goal battle was still even in that game. It's clear that Fenwick can hang with Benet. It really just matters if those shots are quality ones. Tonight they have been, but they have not been easy to come by for either team. Friars looking to continue to grind down their arch rivals in Benet. Huge hit from Rogowski. Under 7 minutes to play. Calling for it, McFadden. Shot is saved by Kane, who's going to go wide anyways, I believe. Kirda leaves it for Ryle. Ryle unable to generate anything. We called him the freshman phenom last year. His sophomore season looks to be another great one. Moved by Zorovic, impressive stuff, but nifty stick work from Noah Watts. And a backside cutter, could not convert. Fenwick certainly flipping this game on its head from when it started. Benet was having pucks in their zone, having their way that they wanted. Right now, time on attack just dominated by these Fenwick Friars. Tantaro's puck stays in somehow, went up and out. Nearly up and out, I should say. White shot, Kane chose not to freeze it, wants to get it out, and hard to blame him. Time is of the essence, 5.5 minutes and counting. Sam Bowman to his right. We'll wait to go around looking for teammates, angle to cross it into. Carson Stone couldn't wrestle it away. Puck jumps up and out. No icing, Bennett's gonna play it. Heidi finally had a look at the goal. Save, though. Augustus Levy, he hasn't been needed a whole lot, but when he has, he stepped up for the call. Seconds continue to tick on by. Looking more and more like this is going to be a Friar victory at home. Big Friday evening game against a rival in the Chicago Catholic League. Interesting to see. Oh, far side. Nearly in again. Talk about Joel Kane. What I was going to say is when and if do they pull Kane as they face this multi-goal deficit now with 4 minutes left. Stolen away on the forecheck. Schmidt. A bit too ambitious. Offside. Gonna get a face-off. Center ice. 4:06 on the clock. Face-off won by Benet. They need some help, and they need it soon. Again, Fenwick just setting the pace right now. Sharpe, back pass, leaves it for Rogowski. He speeds up to get it, but is defended by Papp. Our first goal scorer of the night, Peter Hayes. Re-enters the ice, trying to make something happen with it. 2-0 Fenwick leads, both of those goals coming first from Peter Hayes, second from John Latito. And that is going to be a stoppage. Referees don't want to let this one get out of hand. And so as Arden Tantero enters the box for Fenwick on a 2-minute penalty, the captain of Fenwick, I'd say Bennett's going to call a timeout. Timeouts in hockey are... Apologies, folks. Now we have our affairs in order. 3:08 remaining in regulation here at Paul Kruby Ice Arena in Oak Park. Fenwick leads Benet 2-0. Scoreless first period led to very minimal scoring chances on both sides. Fenwick has been able to break through, though. Peter Hayes in the second period and John Latito in the third right here on a power play. But now, the best power play offense in the CCHL finally gets a chance to show what it's worth. They have a man advantage for the next 2 minutes. Benet chooses to not pull the goalie just yet. They could give themselves a 6-on-4 skater advantage if they choose to, while this power play is still on. But Fenwick's just doing Fenwick things. Grinding them out. HREHAAN reverses. Fenwick defense holding firm still. Puck loose in the slot. Trickles away. Latito, the goal scorer. Wants to get it out. Benet, good job of keeping it in, but they got to move quickly. Still trailing 2-0. Flying all the way back. I guess good thing they didn't pull KOEHN. Quickly taps it back to NICO DICOSOLA. Up ahead of CARSON STONE. Wants to leave it for HREHAAN. Shoots, but goes wide. The frustrations mounting for Benet a little bit. This is very much a different game from the last time these two teams faced off. 4-1 Benet victory in that one, and this score holds. It'll be a 2-0 victory for Fenwick, and a shutout by Augustus Levy. And what's been just a remarkable performance from the entire Fenwick defense, but Levy especially. Hard hit puck. KOEHN actually did have to save that one, and we're under 2 minutes remaining. 30 seconds on the power play. Zerth. It's being shut off in every facet right now. Passing lanes, few and far between. 10 seconds remaining on the power play. Benet trying to take advantage. Fenwick a little slow to substitute. Shot saved by Levy. Trying to find the back of the net that time, ETHAN ZERTH. The goalie has now officially been pulled for Benet. The power play is over. So it's 6-on-5 skaters. Sharpe in the middle. Latito intercepts. Just boots it back down. 45 seconds and counting. Net is still empty for the Red Wings. Standing in front of it momentarily was Kirda. Intercepted, gotta be careful. Zorvich shoots. Goes wide. Play is stopped. 32.1 on the scoreboard here. I think Fenwick was a little too ambitious to try and score that empty netter. They were offside. This one looks like it'll be wrapping up shortly. Stay tuned for our post-game interview and recap here on Recruitlings after the game's conclusion. Hear from a Benet player. today's performance and what they are looking forward to in this season. Vagias, open space, shoots and scores. Empty netter goal caps off a wonderful day for the Fenwick Friars. They're in the driver's seat, and they're going to take this one. 3-0, Fenwick Friars lead over Benet Academy. So it looks to be a statement win for Fenwick and head coach Nick Fabrini, who he's been with the team a while. It's a team with that achieves at a high pedigree, you know, 10 Kennedy Cups. They've made runs in the state playoffs before. And if they hope to do some of that, this is a great start. Final score from Paul Hruby Ice Arena: Fenwick Friars 3, Benet Redwings 0. Big time win for Fenwick over their arch rival in Benet. Tremendous game on both ends. Thank you to Benet and Fenwick for having us here, and thank you for tuning in to our newest installment of CCHL hockey here on Recruitlings. Stick with us, though. We're going to have some post-game updates and a player interview and much more to come. So we'll say bye for now, but we'll see you in a bit right here on Recruitlings.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 five-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koenig. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
Welcome back to Paul Kruby Ice Arena, folks. You're watching our post-game interview presented by Recruitlings. Benet Academy suffers a 3-0 loss to Fenwick here in their second matchup of the season. It's 1-1 so far in the season series, so a lot of season left for both teams here in the Chicago Catholic Hockey League. Standing next to me for our post-game interview, Alex Dentise of Benet. Alex, not the result you wanted, of course, especially against Fenwick, a bitter rival of you guys, but you guys have overcome a lot of adversity in the past, whether you talk about the state playoff run last year after dropping the final game of the CCHL regular season to Fenwick. How do you guys overcome this? Like, what's the mindset going forward in the locker room?
I mean, progress is never linear, so we just got to come back. We have a game early tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., so we just got to, learn from this one, but not hang on it too long and just forget about it and move on. Just learn from it and start tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a good mindset to have. And, of course, going against a rival in Fenwick, it doesn't really matter how good the teams are supposed to be. When that rivalry game kicks in a little bit, all bets are off. Anything can happen out there. So, when other CCHL action you're looking forward to, whatever like that, you have a couple more games against Brother Rice, another rematch against Fenwick. What do you want to change when those games come to town?
At the end of the day, we just got to score goals. I mean, we got to get pucks on net. We got to capitalize on our opportunities, and also just like positivity throughout the team. It always helps when guys are positive to help everybody play well, make everybody better. So.
It's a tall order overcoming, or at least growing from last year's team. So many seniors graduated. You were a big part of that team that made it all the way to the United Center. As captain of this team now, what sort of leadership qualities are you trying to exude in this locker room that's, really a new look locker room from what was going on last year?
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of new guys this year, but I just got to make sure that everybody's, like I said, keeping each other up. Positivity is huge, and just always complimenting other guys. And I got to, just make sure that nobody's getting down on each other and getting in their own heads. So it's a lot of young guys. A lot of them are new to varsity, and it's a lot more difficult than JV or any other hockey that they played previously. So I just got to help everybody out through that.
Well, Alex, keep your head up, keep the team's head up, and I'm sure we'll be talking to you soon. Thanks so much for your time. We'll talk to you guys in a little bit. We're going to have a post-game recap coming up real quick here on Recruitlings.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 five-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koenig. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
Welcome back up to the booth here at Paul Kruby Ice Arena. We're going to keep this short, folks. 3-0 final score. Fenwick triumphs over Benet, a win they sorely needed in CCHL play and against their bitter rival in the Benet Academy Redwings. Goal scorers include Peter Hayes, John Latito, and Aristides Vigias, who finished off with an empty netter. Other than that, not much else to say here in Oak Park. It was a good game. There's a lot of season left for both of these teams. I think we're just going to end it there, folks. So for our entire two-man crew, I'm Andy Diedrich. That's Eric Reishi. We may not see you before the holiday season. So from both of us to you, wishing you a very Merry Christmas. We'll see you next time.